Okay, so this is a little video, second video on fantastic ferrocement. This is how to cut chicken wire, that we cut chicken wire for putting over curved shapes of all kinds, including railings, because it's strips that are flexible, and we do that by getting some cutting it crosswise. So first we cut a length about 3 or 4 meters, and then we fold it twice. This is really just for quickness, convenience, for cutting and for storing the little strips. So you end up with strips that you just unfold when you need them. So, and then we're using these shears are really quick. So if you're doing a really tight curves, you do a strip about 100 mil, 150 mil, 6 inch. But for what we're doing is a big gird, so probably get away with, because it is flexible when you cut it crosswise, or else it's the thing you have to get rid of is, now let's see, is this behaving? You can cut chicken wire with cut-off wheel, but the problem is that it's sharp. It cuts really sharp, whereas when you cut with shears, it's a lot less sharp ends. And you notice I'm wearing leather gloves. Riggers gloves are great. They're quite cheap, and you can handle these wires, and you hardly ever it hardly ever pricks you, because it certainly will. It'll go through normal rubber gloves and through skin. So what I was doing, not concentrating, you have to do it fairly well up in the blade. These are obviously, yeah. The other thing is, I'll show next, because I'm thinking, see how that's not great. I'll just get the tin snips. Some tin snips. And these are old ones, an old style tin snip. So they're really good, and yeah, for cutting through more than a couple of thicknesses, it's probably better to go for tin snips. So as I say, this is a bit slower than a cut-off wheel, but it makes not nearly as sharper ends. You don't want sharp, really razor sharp ends. Are horrible. So these strips will be flexible. You can form them. You can wrap them. You can wrap them around rebar to make a railing, and it's great. They're like a flexible bandage. So we'll see. I'll show a little bit of putting it on the gourd, the hui, and you'll see how flexible it is. Right, so these are very handy. You can store a whole bunch of them, and you have to overlap them a bit, but that's all good. And so come to the hot house. Pretty warm in here. We'd better turn the radio off in case the patent police take the audio away. Okay, so now I'm going up the top here, and I'll show you how it forms, how these strips form around so easily. So you undo it. So you got the full width of the chicken wire. and you can stretch it a bit, and then I'm starting on this stalk, so I'm forming it around this stalk like thus and like so. And there'll be, bearing in mind we use two layers on each side for this size of job. And so that's formed around there. So then we'll do the same from the other side. We go right round, and on the other side we can wrap it around the inside really well, really easily, and just push it in, and then we stitch. And the stitching is for another video. And this is Peter Harris tuning out from Green Space Renaissance Workshops.